We will now focus on environmental education in the school area, which means on the school grounds. The school grounds should be the place where individuals, young people, can begin to work on environmental issues. So school buildings and grounds should serve as laboratories to increase the physical environment's child-friendliness while promoting key environment-friendly school principles such as inclusion and participation. What this means is that if children are allowed to use the school grounds to learn, everybody becomes part of environmental education. No student is left. All students take part and are involved and do different things in their particular areas. And so, every child is included, every child participates, and you begin to experiment and try out things on a small perspective, on a small scale, in areas that you're familiar with. And the school area, the school ground, the school building, all students are familiar with. I mean, even if you started simply by garbage that school and classrooms generate, there is paper, there is plastic, there is bottles, there is glass, there is all sorts of things. Why should we put all this garbage in one bin? Can't we separate the garbage? So begin with the school area and from there lead it out into your local community. School-based environmental projects that encourage full child participation are a good starting point, which means when you start something on the school ground, let the child participate completely. The child is in school from 8 to 1 or 2, and even if you need to come early on some days or stay late on some days, because of the kind of work you are doing, it should be okay. The child should be allowed to experiment, to try out different things, see what works, what does not work, what can be kept within the school, what can be taken out of the school, and how you can share it with the wider community. However, ensuring democratic decision-making is not easy in most schools. Environment-friendly schools may propose direct involvement of all students or a system of voting by democratically elected student representatives. This depends on the size of the school. If the school is small, getting every student involved should be easy. But if the school is large, you can't have all children participating at the same time. But you can do it for these 2 months, this group of students, for the next 2 months, another group of students, for the next month, and you can change the student groups that work. So that over the span of a year, all students have contributed something to the school development plan in terms of environmental education. How you do it depends on the school. Obviously, the school head, the principal, the teachers know what their student population is, what will work for their schools, how they can divide students into the different groups, and for how long will the groups be allowed to work. That is left to the school.